I started watching porn when I was 13 because everyone else was doing it. It was normalised. It was weird to not watch it, right? Even though it's two random strangers having sex on the internet. Completely normal behaviour, right? So started watching it. I started watching it even more because of how normalised it was. I always knew it was a bit weird. Like, it made you feel weird. It made you feel like a loser, guilty, shameful. But when everyone else is doing it, telling you that it's good for you, when, the media is telling you it's good for you, everyone does it, it's normal, it lowers anxiety, lowers prostate cancer, all that shit. You keep watching it. Even though you know it's bad, you keep on watching it. This happened for 3-4 years until I was like, right, I need to quit. I feel like a loser, I need to quit. Let's go on the internet. How do you quit? NoFap, NoFap, NoFap. The only videos they make, NoFap. So I was like, well, that must be how you quit. NoFap, quit porn, cold turkey. I'll quit in 2 weeks. Cool, let's try it. Bearing in mind I was watching twice a day at this point. Get onto NoFap 14 times a week, twice a day. Get onto NoFap, 0 immediately, right? I'll explain what's wrong with this, but it sounds good, right? 14 times to 0, instantly you'll quit, life's great. But what happened was I went 1 or 2 days in because I was motivated. Day 3 came about, the motivation dies, and I relapsed because the urge was too strong. Bearing in mind I was still addicted to porn. I relapse, I feel so guilty about it that I relapse again and again and again and again the same day because the day's ruined, I failed my goal. I'll start again tomorrow, but today it's just a write-off, I'll just do what I want. That was my mindset. And that happened close to 200 times. Point is, with NoFap, I got 1 step forward, bit of motivation, made a bit of progress, and 3 steps back. Because once I relapsed, which was inevitable, I just spiraled out of control and it was bad. And I got depressed and it didn't work. But I kept going on to it because I didn't think there was another way. Now here's why NoFap does not work. I was watching porn 14 times in a week, got onto NoFap, and then I watched it 0 times the next week. Well, that was the plan. 14 to 0. On paper, it looks good. In reality, that is retarded. It's stupid, right? How are you going to go from doing something 14 times a week, like one of the worst addictions you can have, to 0 and quitting cold turkey? I mean, if someone locked you in a barn, you could do it, obviously. But we ain't doing that, okay? Imagine a skinny kid walking into the gym. Week 1, he lifts 1 kilogram. Week 2, he goes to lift the 2 kilogram, but his trainer says, hang about, mate, 50 kilograms, go and lift that. Yeah, go and do that, whatever. And the skinny kid's not thinking, wow, I'm going to build so much muscle lifting that. He's thinking, I'm going to break my spine, injure myself, never come back and get fat or get skinny and get demotivated. It's retarded. 1 kilogram to 50, you'd say it's stupid in a week. He's still a skinny kid. It's the same with NoFap. 14 times in a week to 0. There's no middle ground. That's why you get 1 step forward and 3 steps back. The people who try and rush always get the worst results. Have you noticed that with fat people? They try and lose weight January 1st. Yep, like it always is. They go 1 or 2 weeks eating clean, and then, maybe they eat a chocolate bar because they can't resist it. And they feel so guilty, they think they've given up, they think they've failed, and they spiral, they eat a whole cake instead of just 1 piece and a pizza. They gain all the fat back, they lose momentum, and they never become fit because they don't even last 2 weeks. They go on the most strict diet possible, even though they've been eating like shit their whole life, like bad diet, addictive food. From that to healthy steak and eggs every day, they last a few days because the motivation's there, but they're still addicted to this food, so they can't get away from it. They don't lose the weight because they try to rush the process. Just take away 1 unhealthy meal and replace it with a healthy meal. Keep some with sugar, that's fine, but just get it a bit better and they'll make progress. Don't just go from one extreme to the other because you'll give up. That's what NoFap does not work. So what does work? Well, I just thought about it logically. If I watched porn 14 times last week, why not watch it 12 times this week? Then 10 next week, then 7 the week after that, then 5. And just keep going down. Well, that's what I did. I failed a few weeks. But within 2 or 3 months, bearing in mind at this point I'd had this addiction for 6 years, within 2 or 3 months, I've gone from watching it twice a day, 14 times a week, to once a week, right? It wasn't easy, it wasn't hard, it was simple. The only rule I needed to follow, watch it less than last week. That's it. I didn't go crazy, I didn't go from 10 to 5 in a week. I went from 10 to 7 or 8 or 9 because that's still less than 10. it's not too difficult that my brain's going to be depressed, like, I can't do that, it's too much. Just did it a bit less each week. Before you know it, I was watching it once a week for 5 minutes, and it wasn't even that bad, okay? The reason this works so well is because you can still watch porn, so you're not going to be that depressed. You make progress each and every week towards quitting, which feels great, keeps you motivated. Imagine going to the gym on this specific training plan, and for years you see no progress. Within 2 weeks of this new program, you see muscle definition that you've never seen before. You see some abs, okay? You're not looking crazy, but you see progress. You feel good, you stick to it. That's what this will do for you. And each week you get benefits. The less you watch porn, the more benefits you get. It's that simple. You don't need to go 90 days without porn to experience the benefits. Just watch it less and you'll get the benefits. It's that simple. Again, with NoFap, they seem to think, go 90 days without porn and you'll get confident. Just watch it less. Yeah, you don't have to be perfect in the gym to get muscle. You don't have to be perfect with quitting porn to get the benefits. Just watch it less. You'll get the benefits whilst making progress towards quitting whilst still watching porn. So one action step you need to do, if you're serious about this, is write down how many times you watched it this week, last week, whenever, roughly. It doesn't have to be exact, roughly. Once a day, 7 times. Twice a day, 3 times, whatever. Write it down. I don't care what the number is, 100, 1,000. Write it down. Stare at it in the morning. Stare at it every day, just for a minute, just to get that number in your head. And make sure this week, just do it less. And then replace that number with a new number. Okay, do that every single week. And the number at the end of it will be 1, once a week. That's not an issue, really. Ideally, go to 0. But once a week is better than twice a day, like I was doing. Okay? If you want to quit cold turkey, that's fine. That's when you can get onto NoFap if that's what you want. You don't need to. We need to just get your addiction under control first. And that's what doing this, watching it less each week does. Before I give you the last bonus tip, link below if you need extra help. It's just my course. It gives you every tip possible to quit faster than I did, and I quit faster than 99% of the planet at 19. It's there. There's a big discount going on at the moment if you want it. And yeah, I'd appreciate it. The final tip I'll give you is keep a post-nut clarity journal, right? The feeling you get after watching it, right, after finishing, write down how you feel, okay? Just write it down. The next 10 times you watch porn, just write it down. I guarantee not one of those times will you say, that was good, I was happy, I did that, I'm grateful. No positive things will come out of it. You'll get shame, anger, depression, regret, all the worst emotions. Shame's the worst emotion you can feel, right? You'll feel that every single time. Wishing, I wish I could go back in time. This is what I used to say. I wish I could go back 10 minutes where I didn't do it, okay? Feel a bit uncomfortable, wanting to watch it, but not watching it, and just going to sleep. Because that uncomfortable feeling, not watching porn, even when I wanted to, is a whole lot better than the regret you feel after watching it. That's what I wrote so many times. And when I go and watch it, I look at that. Sometimes I'd still watch it, but other times I was like, yeah, let's just, let's watch it tomorrow. So I told myself, I didn't say you're never watching it again, because I'll just get depressed. I just said, just watch it tomorrow. It'll feel great tomorrow, okay? Just skip it tonight. You don't even want to watch it, you're tired. Watch it tomorrow. That's what I did. That's how I quit faster than 99% of the planet. One of the worst addictions. So again, if you need extra help, link below. Subscribe if this helps in any way. It's free and can always change your mind, and goodbye. By the way, no pressure, but under this video is my paid porn quitting secrets course. It just helps you quit porn faster, supports me. So once you feel like you trust me enough, you can check it out. There's a massive discount going on right now. So if you're interested, I'd do it now. And once you buy it, by the way, I'm going to give you a free bonus section, which teaches you how to speak to girls, which becomes a lot easier when you quit porn.